Hello friends, welcome back to our CCNP syllabus, that is CCNP series Encore. In this one, as we already discussed the what we can say STP, in our last two classes we are discussing STP, spanning tree protocol. So we are going to continue that one. We are going to do a small lab in the GNS3. So let me show you, let me take any switch. Let me take this switch. I will take switch 1, switch 2. We are going to take two switch and we are going to do a small lab to check the BPDO also. Okay, so this is a two switch. Let me on the switch. Let me start this switch and then take the console of the switch. Okay, we are going to discuss the what is BPDO also, all the information about the BPDO. But before that one, I am going to show you the small lab. Okay, so if you see here, let me move this to up here. This is a two switch. I am taking the console of this two switch. It is loading. Okay, it is loading and now we have the switch. Here if I want to check show spanning tree VLAN 1, show spanning tree VLAN 1. If you see here, I have the here this this bridge is the root. This is a bridge. This bridge is the root. Switch 1 is saying I am the root bridge. I will go in the switch 2. I will check in the switch 2 also. I will check in the switch 2 also. Show spanning tree VLAN 1. So this switch, if you see, this bridge is a root. Both are saying I am the root, I am the root. Both are saying, because both are individually. They are not connected. When they connected each other, they are going to exchange the information about what is the priority of my switch, what is the MAC address of my switch. They are going to exchange the information. Depending upon that exchange, they are going to have the election and they are going to check which MAC address is low and all the detail. Then they will have the one switch as the root bridge, other switch will be the non-root bridge. So they are going to send the BPDU. As we already discussed, BPDU is nothing but bridge protocol data unit. Bridge protocol data unit are the message exchange between the switch. We know this one. Okay, just remember, when we take two switch, let me do here, when we take two switch and when we type the command show spanning tree VLAN 1, in the both switch they are saying I am the root, I am the king. In this area he is saying I am the king. Like in your home you will be the king, in my home I will be the king, in other guy's home they will be the king. Everyone say I am the king in my home, I am the king in my home. Same thing, this switch is saying I am the king, I am the king of this switch, I am the root bridge. So everyone is saying I am the root bridge, I am the root bridge, I am the, so everyone is saying I am the root bridge, I am the king bridge. But when we take the Ethernet and I am connecting the Ethernet, this one is 0 by 0, and let me start the capturing the packet also. Here let me select the link and go here and start capturing. This is a Wireshark tool. With this Wireshark we are going to capture the what is going on between these two switch. Okay, so if you see here, spanning tree protocol they are having here, they are discussing here. Let me write STP. Let me capture the STP packets. If you see here, STP, we will have the here. Let me move here. STP packets here. If you see here, they are sending the information. These two bridge are sending. They are doing the election for bridge STP. Let me write STP here. STP and select this one. So we will have only STP packets. So now we have only STP packet. They are sending the information. Let me zoom in. If you see here, you have the STP packets here. All the STP information. This switch is sending the information to. This is the change topology notification. It is going on. We are going to discuss that all. This is a configuration BPDO. This is both switches are sending the BPDO. BPDO is nothing but bridge protocol data unit. Bridge protocol data unit, that is BPDO, are the message exchange between the two switch when we connected with the Ethernet port. We can say like this. Okay, BPDO frame consists information about the switch ID and port as well as MAC address. We can say the priority and the port cost. We have they are sending to each other with the MAC address. What MAC address they are using here, we can check here. Let me open this here. If you see here, let me move here. If you see, this is a spanning tree here. If I go, this is a configuration BPDO, and in this one what information we have, this is a priority 2768 and VLAN 1, and this is the MAC address of that switch, and this is a bridge identification. And if you see, message age is 0 and the maximum time is 20 and the hello timer is 2 seconds and forward delay is 15, as already whatever we discussed, same thing. Okay, and if you see here, this is a 0180C2000000. This is a MAC address. This we can say BPDU frame use the multicast destination MAC address, which is 01:80C2:00-00-00. So this is a MAC address using by the BPDU to send the all information. Okay, and there are three types of BPDU. We will have three types of BPDU. Let me write here. We have three types of BPDU. We have, first one is the configuration BPDU. They will send all the configuration information in the BPDU. One is the configuration BPDU. When we connected the first time, they will have this one. They are sending all the information. Then we will have topology change notification BPDU. So excuse me, when we have any changes in the notification, like in the switch, if we change anything or we connected anything, if we have any changes, it will say, it will not send any information, just it will say there is a changes in the network. Then the other guy will reply this one, topology changes notification acknowledgement. So the other switch will reply to that one. So we have three types of BPDU. One is configuration BPDU. Configuration BPDU is having all the information about this, all information, whatever like MAC address and whatever VLAN is running, whatever the priority, whatever the bridge ID, all the information configuration BPDU that is having. And when there is any changes in the network, we have topology change notification. This is only notification, not giving any information, just updating there is a change in the topology. And there is another saying that, okay, whatever you say me, there is a change, okay, I receive, I will check that one. Then again we have the configuration BPDU and we will update. They have the election in between them. Okay, so what we are saying, BPDU is a bridge protocol data unit which is sending all the switch in every 2 seconds. If you see, every 2 seconds they are sending, every 2 seconds they are sending. If you see here, every 2 seconds they are sending information, cost, priority, all that one. If anything is changed, they are saying 60. This is topology change notification we have. Okay, and if I go here, we have configuration BPDU, here topology change, here topology change. So we have like these types of BPDU, three types of BPDU. And inside BPDU, what information we have, we can check here. This BPDU type is topology change BPDU. And what information we have in this one, if you go here, this is, we don't have any information, just this is notification saying that there is a change in the topology. But if we go for any other BPDU like this one, it is having the configuration information, all the information about age time and the hello timer, forward delay, and what is the MAC address, what is the priority, all information is having the other BPDU. So let me close this one. So what we learn here, we have the bridge protocol data unit, that is BPDU. They are exchanging the BPDU every 2 seconds in between the switches. They are sending the information about the MAC address, the port detail, cost, as well as priority, hello time, all the information they are sending, and they are electing. They have the election. One will select as a root bridge, other will be non-root bridge. And when there is a changes in the topology, they will have the changes notification BPDU, and another BPDU will be there, the acknowledgement. Okay, so now I will go here and I will check. Before this switch is saying I am the root bridge, this bridge is a root. Before they are saying I am the king. Now let me type same command and check. Now he is not saying I am the king. See here, he is not saying I am the king. Before he is saying, if you go before here, he is saying, but now switch 1 become as a king, that is root bridge. Let me check here, this one is saying this bridge is a root. So switch 1 become the root. Why he become the root? First of all, let me copy the priority. Let me paste here the priority for the switch 1. I will paste the priority for the switch 1 here. Let me take the MAC address also. This is the MAC address. I will take here. Let me go here and press enter and paste the MAC address here. Let me move here so we can see clearly this one here. Let me go to the switch 2, and for the switch 2 also let me do here. Okay, this is a switch 2. let me do here. So this bridge ID means this information of this switch. Okay, so here priority is 6, this one the priority. Let me paste here this priority, I paste. Let me look for the MAC address. So this one I will copy this MAC address. Okay, so I will go here in this one and I will put enter, I will paste here. So now we can compare. This is the 32769, both switch is having the same priority, but if you check the MAC address, this is the same MAC address. Here is the 100, here is 200. 200 is the bigger, so this MAC address is the higher one, this one. That's why this switch did not become the root bridge or king, because this is higher, MAC address is higher, that's why no root king. This become the root bridge or root king, whatever you want to say, root bridge or king switch. Okay, so I hope you have the idea about this one, how the election is going on in between the switch, and how they are selecting, they are checking the priority is same for all the switch. Then they will look for the MAC address, and there will be the BPDU in between the switch. They are sharing the information about their detail. Okay, and with the Wireshark, we already checked that BPDU. We have 3 types of BPDU, and if you go in the packet tracer also, we have same thing. We can capture any packets and we can discuss there also. Okay, and then we have spanning tree timer. The timer which we say hello timer is 2 seconds. If you see here, hello timer is 2 seconds. This is a hello timer. It is 2 seconds. Hello timer is nothing but interval between the, like every 2 seconds they will send the packet. You can say hello timer define the interval root bridge send out the configuration BPDU. And default spanning tree hello timer is 2 seconds, and hello timer can be adjusted between the value from 1 to 10. If we want to change, we can change the hello timer also, but generally in organization we are not changing hello timer. Just remember, this is an interview question. What is the hello timer for STP? You need to remember hello timer for STP is 2 seconds. We can change from 1 to 10 seconds. This is the range limit we can change, but generally we are not changing. And then we have the forward delay. If you see this one, forward delay we have here. Forward delay is nothing but the length of the listening and the learning. Default spanning tree protocol forward delay will be 15 seconds. This is a 15 second. We can adjust this one from the 4 to 30 seconds. If we want to change, we can do that one also. Okay, and there is a maximum age. If you see, this is a maximum age 20 seconds. That is nothing but a spanning tree protocol, that is STP age time. Like that is a reference time. After 20 seconds they will, if they did not receive any BPDU, they can think that unit is like death. In other words, we can say if the port no longer receive the BPDU after the maximum age time, they can treat that device as a death. Okay, and switch assume the topology changes must occur and BPDU is age out. They can say maybe topology is changed, the switch is removed, or maybe it is switch off, so they will send the topology change notification. By default spanning tree, this maximum age time is 20 seconds. We can change from 6 to 40 seconds. Okay, if you want me to change and show you, I can change and show you also. We have the some timer concept also. We need to learn the status, like learning and listening, learning, forwarding. We are going to do that also, but before that one, let me change the timer and show you. Example, if I go here, let me go in the global configuration mode. Let me go in the global configuration mode. I will write spanning tree VLAN 1, then I can type hello timer, and I want to change. We have hello timer 2 seconds. If I want to change 4 or 5, I can change. I write 5, so it is changed. Okay, if I want to change the forward timer, I will write spanning tree. Let me write spanning tree VLAN 1, and if I want to change the forward timer 20, I will write 20. Before we have 20, right? So now let me change to what? Let me change to 10. I change to 10. Okay, before we have 15, I think. Yes, so now I change to 10. And if you want to change the maximum time, let me write here maximum age time. Before we have, how much we have? Maximum age time 20. Now if you want to change, you can change from 6 to 40. So let me write here 40. Okay, now I change the time here. If you want to check, we can write show spanning tree VLAN 1. And if you see this before hello timer is 2 seconds, and this one for this is for the root bridge, this is for the root bridge, and this one is for this switch. We change for this switch, what we change here, we change hello timer to 5 seconds, and maximum age we change to 40 seconds, forward delay we change to 10 seconds, age timing we change to 300 seconds. Okay, any confusion? No confusion, right? If you see here, we change here hello timer, so whatever we change done, it is appear here. So if you want, we can change also. So what else we want to discuss? We need to discuss the RSTP as well as the time. RSTP we need to cover, as well as we need to cover the what we can say PVST. We are going to discuss PVST is nothing but STP only. PVST stands for per VLAN spanning tree protocol. So but before that one, we are going to discuss STP port status, and also we need to discuss the root port, how root port is selected. So in next class we are going to discuss about selection of root port depending upon the cost they are selecting, the speed. We are going to discuss that one. Then we are going to discuss STP, that is a spanning tree port status, that is listening, learning, blocking, forwarding, disabling. We are going to discuss this one. After that one, we are going to have the small idea about STP, PVST, RSTP and MSTP. Then we are going to start the RSTP, how we can enable RSTP in the network. Then after that, we are going to do a small topic port forward. That is not there in the CCNP. We have CCNA, but anyhow we are going to do port forward. After that one, we are going to start the MST. Let me show you the syllabus paper, this one. So we will do the MST, then this will be finished, then we can start the Ether channel. Okay, or we can do this one first, then we can do this one. So let's see in next class. Thank you very much for seeing our video. Subscribe to our channel, share with your friend. Thank you, bye.